I always like this picture here. Both of them, actually. Go watch Zen 101. Comments if you feel like saying something beneath, or else I will delete your shit. This is a follow-up to the last video I made, where I asked people a lot of questions and a few thoughts I had, and this is the answer. And I think this is a very big answer, and I think it will solve a lot of the equations for people. Let me see if I can tell you this story in the right way, but I'll give you the most simple answer to the last video, which was about why is it that shit is so fucked up and we get poisoned every day. And I have the answer. It was as I was finishing up the video, it's something I've always kind of pondered, and I just know it to be true now. It has to be. There's no other way to think of it. The reason that people on this planet get poisoned is because we choose to poison ourselves. Because everyone here is immortal. And if we allowed people to just simply be living souls and be immortal like they were born, this even gets into the Bible and some other interesting works, we would be overpopulated. We'd be sitting here as gods, fucking our brains out, making babies, and creating a planet that literally had no room left. Like, people have to die. They have to be killed. But it's done in such a sly way that, and anyone will tell you this, is like, any of the great teachers will tell you, you don't die, you kill yourself, but you do it slowly. And so we slowly poison ourselves. Now, this answer is actually given to you in all of my work. If you can hear the reverberations of what I'm saying here and the rest of my work, even the first video that I made, when I used the word proto-theo-homo-luminous, meaning original human light God. Even in that statement, even in that word, is exactly it. You were born immortal, and then you kill yourself. And the eating of the apple, the eating of anything. I've told everyone multiple times that the goal here is less consumption, not more. It's more interaction. It's more dancing. It's more living, less consuming. Death is consumption. Life is living. We're not saying not to touch and not to play with and not interact. This is not the story. But why is it that we're poisoned? Well, because if we weren't, this planet would be overrun with multitudes of people. Like, if people are talking about there's 7 billion of us now and it's already out of control. Well, it's 7 billion and we're living in, you could go to a city like, go to New York City. It's disgusting and filthy and weird and strange, and the energy there is just fucking awful. But yet, people exist. How many people are there? I don't even remember. Like, is it 20 million or is it like 100 million? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. There's a fucking shit ton of people in a very small area, and that could exist everywhere. That metropolis, you could crop those up all over America. So in that small area, if you just continued plotting that out over the entire country. Every so many miles, every 150 miles, you put another city just like that. You could do that all over and there'd be it could exist. It would be awful and weird, but it could. But it would get to a point that if people knew of their... See, but that's the point, is if you live in a city like that, you're going to die. You're going to kill yourself. You're going to breathe in that shitty-ass, the fumes from those cars. And that's why those cars are built. Why wouldn't... I mean, we have to kill those people. And we... If I group myself into... gods, demigods, and a human at the same time. Like, we're not even killing anyone because we're giving people choices. Like, hey, listen up. Here's the choice, and this is why my voice is loud, is so freely heard. Here, click on my video. I'll tell you I'll tell you exactly what it is. I'll tell you the absolute truth. This is why truth has never been suppressed. It can't be, because nobody cares. Because, okay, yeah, see who will listen to you. It's what you're always told. See who will believe you. The truth is it's stranger than fiction. The truth is so much more fucking bizarre than you could ever possibly imagine, that if I sat here and told you that you're immortal, like literally, truly, your being, your physicality, if you chose to keep your physical form and body, you could recreate it and be immortal on this planet forever. Now, if that's the truth, you would never believe it. You couldn't believe it. And so, this is why, like, you know, people saying this shit, like, oh, they're not, there's nothing happening to those people. They're just, you laugh at them. They're just the crazies running through the streets. Loonies. Looney Tunes. What the fuck is this person talking about? Nobody cares. Nobody cares that I'm saying this. What am I gonna make? Am I gonna make everyone wake up tomorrow and become immortal? Absolutely not. It can't happen. It won't happen. Because no one will believe it. And even if you did believe it, hey, at least you can take a few of these little teachings in your consciousness to give you a little bit of a better life along the way. Cleanse yourself, see brighter colors, and hear the music, and become sort of synesthetic. And when you do pass on, you'll get a little taste of immortality that reminds you what your body was, and they go, oh shit, Zen was right. Oh shit, gotta go play that game again. And you get some of your water and light memory, water and light. So you get some of that erased as you come back through the portal, the tunnel of the womb of all of creation, which is the Black Mother. And then we play all these fun games, but go through that whole thing. So why is it I'm answering the question that I just posed? See how simple it is? Ask the question and the answer is there. Because these people, all of you, have to die. Or live if you choose. I mean, that's the choice. You're given the choices. All the information is there. At this point, in whatever this reality matrix is, whether or not we're in a simulation, whether or not we're actually... It doesn't... None of those things matter. You just have a choice. In complete simplicity. Everyone knows that eating vegetation is the smart thing. I don't care how many meat eaters out here that want to do this protein bullshit and blah, blah, blah. You know, absolutely, without question, that vegetation and fruits are the highest form of knowledge. You know that. It's inside of you. It's in your cellular structure. It's in the consciousness of the planet. Because I said so. And I'm no different than you. And it's been told to you time and time again. Highest form of knowledge. We know that McDonald's and Coca-Cola is no good. We choose to eat it. Right? We know that clean water, distilled water, is the highest form. Yet people want to argue this fucking bullshit. You got to put salt in your water. If someone's saying that, they're lying or they're miseducated. No one puts salt in anything. Nobody's putting salt in anything. But getting back to my earlier work once again. Salt and Saturn and death. It's all connected. Be a pillar of salt and kill yourself. So most people want to kill themselves because it's, it's a long, slow, decaying, rotting death on this planet. Most people slowly smoke their as they're smoking their cigarette and eating their Big Mac and all of. I mean, it's a simple thing. Everybody has the simple choice, and all the information is there. But you're gonna, and if you'd like to, come join the living. Come join the immortals. There's the answer of finding the others. I posed in the last video talking about Terence McKenna saying find the others. Although if you ever really wanted to pay attention to Terence McKenna, the dude died of brain cancer at like a very young age because he was hallucinating, like literally, on some alien bullshit he was part of. Like, he even said what organization he was part of. I mean, I love Terence McKenna, don't get me wrong. He's like put a lot of genius things out there. He's a magical storyteller, and certainly, but the whole thing is, hey, you wanna join the living? It's a cult of the living versus the 99.9% of people that are gonna walk through life and kill themselves. It's simple. The sunshine and the earth, the water, that's all you really need. Cleanse yourself. It's not that hard. It's just, the simplest things are the hardest to teach and the hardest to do because people make things complicated. But that's the answer. That's why. Because everybody's just going to choose to kill themselves. They have to. Because there's too many children being born. We'll overpopulate this place. Overpopulation isn't a problem right now because we could all fit inside of Australia, Alaska. We could all fit inside of and that's just to say, on the flat land. But obviously we could fit a lot of people in cities. But yeah, people have to they have to get to 72 years old. And it's 360 divided by 5. 72 is why you're 72 years old, because you believe in the physical. So you bite of that apple. Apple is a pentagram. 5-pointed star in the pentagram. This is why the original sin was Eve eating of the apple. The darkness became light, ate of the apple. The apple took the circle, which was 360 degrees, put a pentagram in it, a star, and gave it 5 angles. It's called Allah. Arm, leg, arm, head. Split it into 5 things. We've got 5, see, your 5 cycle reality that you live in. And it gives you your 72 years that you should be on this planet. Unless, of course, you choose otherwise. Have a beautiful day, y'all. Kill yourself or be immortal. Pick one. Come join. It's a cool club to be in.